a more trendy topic of conversation that I want to address the importance of healthy discomfort versus pushing too far is when it comes to fasting and doing so the right way versus starving yourself. So as with any other trends out there, there's usually some truth to them, but then of course you have the people who take things way too far. Same thing when it comes to cold therapy. So like now because of Wim Hof, who's done all these incredible things and who's achieved some really cool feats, you have people out there who are convincing themselves that like they feel great when they dive headfirst into a pile of ice and then come up with frostbite essentially.
I can't get my core temperature back up.
This son of a bitch is ice cold.
Cold is a stressor just as fasting is, and when used properly there can be some benefits. Now I'm more inclined to talk about the benefits of intermittent fasting because like, I do actually think there's a ton of incredible truth and benefits to it. So getting back to fasting, I think based on all my research into Weston A. Price and like into all these ancestral-based eating habits, it is natural for humans to give their digestive systems a break, as doing so promotes autophagy or cell regeneration, depending on how long you go for. But this has great mental benefits, it helps you think clearer, it helps your digestion, and like it also allows your body to work in healing other areas, because humans were not meant to be constantly digesting food 24/7. Now having said that, some people I believe take this too far, and don't listen to their body's hunger signals on the other end of the spectrum.
Boy, you are really hungry.
Eating and fueling your body with healthy organic foods is just as important as fasting, so you don't want to get too carried away where you start depleting your body's nutrients and it starts eating itself essentially, and you end up all skin and bones but like you convince yourself that you're healthy. Now of course all of us have our own goals, and these should be accounted for. Someone who has cancer or is healing from a life-threatening illness should have different eating patterns from a bodybuilder or a high school kid or a high-level athlete. I even heard somewhere recently that like for women in particular, fasting for them can be dangerous, especially when they're on their periods. Now of course I'd have to look more into the specifics of this, but anyways, this underscores the importance of intuitive eating and listening to your own individual body versus just following what the people on social media are saying, or even like what the quote-unquote experts are saying. In other words, don't ignore your body just because this person online fasted for 5 months and like feels great and because it worked for them. We are all different, so like pushing through a bit of hunger can be healthy and can be great, but when you're about to pass out, I think maybe you went too far. But that's for you to judge.